no, me, flat, dead, advanced set, you superstar X Factor Submenu.
Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist.
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain. And we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And off we go from Seattle. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Let's go!
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check it out, check 3.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Matt Breida, 40 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set, waiting. Right. Switch gears.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Well, the Bengals and Seahawks meeting here in Week 1, and this is a combination that we haven't seen that often on the turf. If you look back to when the franchises began facing each other all the way back in 1977, but since then, just 20 meetings between the two.
And Superstar X Factor. Enter Chance Jane Alec Russ Stephen Gilmore is selected. Entering. Cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
Teams, and the Bengals have won 11 of them, including the last meeting back in October of 2015. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Kerryon Johnson, 71 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Gostkowski the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40, and finally down at the 41-yard line. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This is caught by Antonio Brown. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
This is Breida on the draw, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Check right 54. Right 54. They gonna need some therapy.
Now it's Wilson. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Green 80. 57. Blue down, blue down.
Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Bynes gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught at the zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Matt Breida with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, watch that. Check three. Hey. Look at him.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
55. Okay, just like Bravo.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. On 1st down, here's Breida. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Out of the shotgun, Breida trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a 1st. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. CD, put on your OC cap here. What do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility. I want some movement, putting the ball in the hands of my quarterback and giving him a run-pass option.
They still can't get it. He may try and run for this. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want him to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson. And that is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, Wilson. The pass complete. It's Bird. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Pete Carroll throwing down near the goal line and it not turning out well. I think we've seen that before.
Feels like a flashback, doesn't it? You go back to the Super Bowl against the Patriots, and everybody expected them to run the ball, and they didn't through it. Crucial interception that ended the game essentially for them. I think everyone thinks they're going to run it every single time now. That's just not going to be the case.
Here it's a costly fumble.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 17, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
If you're going to take a shot downfield, 2nd and 1 is a perfect time to do it. You figure you're going to be in heavy run defense, you should have good windows to throw it downfield.
And it looked like there was something there right after the snap. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. So it was 3rd and 1. The defense, they stacked the box, and that's the problem. You break through that first level, there's no second level.
And most good running teams work against stacked defenses. They don't care if you have 6 in the box, 7 in the box, 8 in the box. It doesn't matter to them. Block people, give your running back a chance, because it could pay off big as it just did there.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Stafford. He's going to air it out deep for Wood. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Robert Woods, 40 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is Breida. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
36 power.
Breida, he'll try the right side. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. To throw is Wilson. Finding Gabriel, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. Wilson now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson towards the end zone for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Wilson now going to throw again. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Play action. It's Wilson. Now he'll go deep down the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 32 on the play. Throwing is Wilson. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson throwing again. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Throwing again here, Wilson. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The final shot before the break, Stafford. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught, and there's the first NFL catch for Marquise Brown. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
22, 61, matchbox, light.
Throwing again. Stafford airing it out deep for Woods. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Robert Woods, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went. No.
Settings. Entering settings screen, you have 3 options. While entering, cancel, pop-up waiting for your pick
And
to
no big
resume
plays by
online
the
game,
defense to knock the
cancel.
ball away.
Wilson now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Ricky. 14.
Now it's Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now Wilson on 1st down. That'll be complete to Breida. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
14. 54. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now it's Breda. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. 36. 36.
Zebra. One left.
Here's Wilson. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Check 99. Hey, check 24. What's 24?
Small. Omaha, ready, move.
Check 15. Check 15.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. And got a man, it's Woods. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
53, ready.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Carry on Johnson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Now Stafford will come up, try to get his guys a 2-point conversion. And now we've got a man a little jumpy here. Maybe trying to block the extra point. That makes this much more manageable. They'll move it from the 2 to the 1.
Totally manageable because many teams from the 2 want to throw the ball. But you put it at the 1, the running game is totally back in play.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to...
And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I got you. Watch the safety creep.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. The last time we saw Jason Witten on a football field instead of the broadcasting booth was, of course, 2 years ago, 2017. He had 63 catches, 560 yards, 5 touchdowns. It was his 11th Pro Bowl that season for a man who came into the league back in 2003. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
On first down, it's Johnson. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Check down to Breida. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So we got man.
Touch 50, touch 50.
57, Mike 57. Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Mike 54. 54. Check.
Here's Wilson to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. That puts a good dent into their 1st down setback. It's a pickup of 16.
Got it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage.
Well, there's a bunch of pressure that time on 3rd down. They nearly got him. Probably should have gotten him, but he's able to escape the pocket. But unfortunately, by then, that play had already broken down.
Flushed out right. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Check. Give me radar. Check.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Johnson. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Just bowling over tacklers. And he's got room. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal.
Shepherd on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Bengals, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Post-game report, player stats. Finish game. Player stats. Enter. Player attempts. Passing touchdowns to. Interception. Longest pass 68. Post-game report, player stats. Score some player stats. Entering. Passing yards to completion percentage 60. Post finish game. Entering statistics screen, player stats. Bengals selected. Post finish game.
Yeah.
Entering XP feedback screen. Entering Entering franchise hubs. Training compress. Entering main menu screen. Subscribe now.
Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage.
Franchise.
I'm loving for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes,
Cloud. Entering Cloud franchise screen, undefined.
Feel like I ain't 8 in weeks.
Club franchise is selected.
Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brother, no lie. All you can die.
Name of the league, Few Good Men League.
My side, yeah, we in it for life.
Name of the league, Free Smoke ML. League Commissioner GFROMTH99.
Let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face?
League year and week 2019 off draft.
See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells.
League year and week 2020 WK9.
Shawty use it. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig. Had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me When up in it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
League Commissioner XDATHX420. Entering franchise hub screen, things to do.
Yeah. Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode.
Contract accepted. Team adjust. My team, you have 6 options. Things to do, you have. Team adjust. My team. Sign. Now's the time of year to try and improve your team by signing free agents. View available free agency selected.
Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist while I point to God. Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s. No
signing bonus auction is set to $2.94. Generic list item. Generic list item.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist while I point to God. Big numbers.
You deselected.
That's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted. That's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. 100 million bag. That's a big number. Big numbers. Blue hunts. Whole team counting. That's a big number. Y'all already know what time it is.